What's going on, crypto people? It's your boy Crypto Siege with another day in the crazy life that is cryptocurrency. What is good, people? Interesting times these last few days. I've been holding off to do this video about Bitcoin Cash and what is going on with R.Ver and Wright. I just want a little bit of time to kind of think about it, just a little bit. It's really quite simple, and I'm going to title this video really, thank you, R.Ver and Wright. Thank you. Because, you know, what in essence has happened is they have revealed the weaknesses in the Bitcoin community, the weakness in that concept. And unfortunately, they've taken an idea, you know, that was an amazing idea, and kind of tainted it, and in essence, almost ruined it. And don't get me wrong, when big money starts to come in, they're still going to purchase Bitcoin Cash. Don't get me wrong, but the idea that one or two individuals can go to war based on ego, greed, and power, and have that affect the value of your investment is really insane. And when you think about it, what has happened, unfortunately, is dependence, if you will, on miners that ultimately gives the miners more power. And so it's turned into a situation, obviously Satoshi never thought about this, but it's turned into a situation where people are just essentially turning, it's become a greed thing and a power thing. Unfortunately, that's what it's become. And the reason why I say thank you is because number one, the people who are not interested in power and who are not, controlled by the dollar. And what I mean by that is greed. And we all want to make money, but I'm talking about controlled mentally by the dollar. Will learn from this, and they will do, a couple of things. Number one, create something, a better concept, or number two, they'll look more into the proof of stake, and more importantly, the consensus concept for their cryptocurrencies going forward, right? And so this, this fight, this argument between R.Ver and Wright, and this, that took place, exposed a lot of weaknesses. And, good people will learn from that and create projects with better concepts like proof of stake. And even Ethereum is looking to move into the proof of stake concept, or consensus like XRP did. XRP, and everyone knows this if you've been around the community for a while. XRP looked into Bitcoin and its white papers and the concept, and said, and looked at it, took some time, right? Pondered, looked it over, and said, we can do some things better. The technology can be better, and it is. And, consensus, this concept is much better than, the mining concept, proof of work concept. And that's what they did. And so that's what happens with us, and as humans, as we evolve and good people look to do good things, they find out, things that are bad or not as good, and they improve upon them. And that's what we've done. And so that's what's going to happen. It's going to wake up a lot of people. It's going to wake up institutional investors as well. And, who knows what might happen with mining in the future? Who knows? Quite honestly, who knows what might happen with mining in the future? It could be banned in the United States. It could, some type of regulation could come down on that idea of mining, because you get these farmings, these mining farms, and we all know right now 81% of the mining is controlled by China. That's a problem. That's the problem. The idea of Bitcoin was for us as individuals to have control of our money and not have to, you know, rely upon anyone, any particular institution, you know, to, you know, for us to have our money, earn our money. And when you know, one, two group of people can control it, it ruins the concept. And so that's what happened. So I'm excited. I'm excited about this whole thing with R.Ver and Craig Wright, because it's going to it's going to again allow the good people with good projects to learn from it and do things differently. Proof of stake, consensus, who knows? There might be something even different. I believe there's a couple different variants of proof of stake. I know that EOS does something a little bit different, EOS, and Cardano does something a little bit different. It might be, you know, a variant of the proof of stake, or it might be a variant of the consensus. But, you know, these projects are learning, and they're going to be more great projects that learn from this. I'm just really, really curious as to what's going to happen with the institutional and investors when they see this, and they see what has happened with R.Ver and Craig Wright. What's going to happen with that? And interesting thing. And I'm quite honestly wondering if R.Ver or Craig Wright are going to look to do something different. Interesting. We'll see. I really do. R.Ver is, you know, is a passionate guy, and I believe deep down his heart of hearts, you know, he gets the whole Satoshi thing, but greed and power is dangerous, powerful. It's you know, it's that influence is subtle, but it's very, very powerful. And so hopefully, you know, they will, you know, figure some stuff out because they caused the problem. But again, that problem is going to turn into something great. I believe that 100%. Good people will find a bigger and better way to do things that won't allow for things like this to happen between R.Ver and Craig Wright. We just got to get the human conscious. We got to understand the human psyche and understand that something like that is going to happen. You know, I always said, you know, if you have a drinking problem and you're wanting to stop, you can't keep hanging out with your buddies that are drinking. Right? And so in the end, you always got to put yourself in a position to win. And so that means, you know, XRP looked at that and said, you know what, I get the human psyche, I get the human psychology, I get the human as a whole. I'm going to do something. We're going to put something together that will prevent this kind of stuff from happening. And even, you know, pre-mined coins, in a sense, is a caution towards this type of thing as well. So, excuse me, guys. So anyway, I just wanted to shoot that quick video. Thank you, R.Ver. Thank you, Craig Wright, you know, for exposing this. This is important. We all know as XRP holders that you know, the Bitcoin technology is antiquated. It's old. The beautiful, you know, we thank the people from the Bitcoin community for putting this all together. Thank you, Satoshi, the idea and concept of it. But in the end, the technology is antiquated. We have better technology. Don't get me wrong, that doesn't mean that Bitcoin will not become a store of value, because, you know, when things become store of value, they don't necessarily have to be the best thing going, right? Right? I mean, you know, we place the value on art. Like, seriously, we place the value on art. Does that mean it's the best thing going? No, I mean, right? Some people wouldn't pay 50 cents for something that people pay $50,000 for, right? You get it? We place the value on it. So we'll place the value on Bitcoin. It will still, in my humble opinion, still become a store of value, but it will not be the #1 cryptocurrency going forward. Without question, it will not. In my humble opinion, it will be XRP. Ethereum and EOS will continue to fight for second place. Stellar and Cardano will kind of get up in there, trying to get in, you know, fight, continue to stay in the top 5. That's my humble opinion. Again, I'm not a financial planner. I'm not giving you guys any type of financial advice. When I mention those cryptocurrencies, you definitely want to do your own homework, do your own due diligence. Certainly do not take advice from me or anybody on YouTube, to be quite honest. You want to do your own due diligence. So, in any case, that's what it is, guys. Thank you. I hope you guys in the XRP community get it. You know, this whole thing between R.Ver and Craig Wright is a blessing. And it is definitely 100% a blessing. It's not in disguise anymore. It's out there, exposed. It's a blessing for us. And I'm confident that we will learn from it and get better. So, guys, anyway, thank you so much for hanging out. If you like what you see or heard, please like and give it a likes and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Excited. We went over the 200 subscribers. So that was exciting to see. Again, I'll say this, like I say in every video, old money doesn't want you or I to win. Old money wants you and I to continue to remain a cog in their wheel, to continue to merely trade our time for dollars. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating? This is our chance to win. Are you participating? Or are you standing on the sidelines? Are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know. The battle for you has already been fought, and the victory is yours. Go get it. I'll talk to you soon, guys. See ya. Bye.